Cannon Films, the home of high-powered, high-voltage motion picture entertainment. With the screen's biggest spectacles, brightest stars, and boldest lineup of explosive entertainment. We're taking motion picture excitement over the edge and your box office over the top. We're Cannon Films, and we're dynamite.
Were they though? So we'll see tonight. So we've got 85 films to go through tonight. So we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully I'm coming in loud and clear. We'll see. Hello, RJ's here. The better half of my childhood was renting these movies in the video store. Exactly. Cannon Films. Well, they bought all the cinemas in London in the 80s. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. And then they produced all the videos in the 80s as well. And then see what happened there. Right. Frederick, the movie-loving kitty here. He did a very nice intro for me that I use in my other videos. So welcome. Josh is here. Yeah, over the top. Maybe in this list. France. This would have been the period when Cannon really crashed and burned. So the company went into the 90s without Maniam. Yes, Ramon's here to advise me. Oh, Josh was born ready. Hey, Gambit. Cannon releasing that many films in a short time is nothing more of equal parts insanity and impressive. Yes, I think, although most of them are in 1 year, pretty much 1 year. 89 only has about 10, because I'm going through proper videos every day, so I'm up to 83 of the proper videos, but we shall see. I did the math. Only 4 Cannon flicks and 2 pre-Cannon films were in my top 1,200 films of all time. Oh dear, that's not good. Hooters instead of camels. I see, fair compromise. Yeah, we'll save the camels for you next time. Next month, friends. So I have to fill a gap. So why not babes for an hour? I'm taking these off. I can't see nothing. Right, so let's start. Let's see. We are in 1986. We last left off with Runaway Train. They're probably most award-heavy film. Now, there we go into. So I'm going to bring this up. Superman 4 is ace, is it? Well, we'll see. Right. Who knows? Kimura, the Naples Connection. So this is back in 1986, released in January 24th. A story of streets, women, and crime. Superman 4, I do enjoy it all. So yeah, this is a 1986 Italian crime film directed by Lina Wertmuller. So some of these, there's a 12-month plus or minus on depending where these were released, depending on who made them, wherever. So there's a lot of versions where these films were released in other countries first, in the year before or a few months before. That makes it a year before. It's directed by Lina Wertmuller, Ramon, and it was entered in the 36th Berlin International Film Festival. So hostel owner Annunziata, Angela Molina, not Alfred, is attacked, but before her assailant can sexually assault her, the man is killed. Then the killer plunges a hypodermic needle into one of the grape soda's testículos and escapes before she can identify him. This soon becomes a signature of the serial killer who appears to be targeting drug dealers. So it's got Harvey Keitel in it, as you can see there I think there's a beret and moustache. I think that's the only name I recognize. A lot of Italian people. So I'm not up on that. Oh. Hey, Jim. I hope you're well. Oh, never heard of this one. There you go. Yes, Cannon Films. Hoped Superman 4 would be their master. Now, let's have a look. While you're in the chat, do you think if Cannon Films had invested properly in Masters Universe, and Superman 4, that those films would have been more successful, and then Cannon would be still with us today. Let's put that out there. Yes, I thought this would be a good one. By the time they slowed down their movie production around 10-ish, like you said, that was when Giancarlo Paretti became part of the studio. He is best known for his ill-fated run of MGM. Oh, thank you, government. If I was allowed, Cannon would be number one. Someone's watched Runaway Train with audio commentary. He suspects that Cannon bought the Oscar nominations. Interesting. You can't say I'm surprised, but that's Kimura. So there's only one picture for that. Now, let's see what's next. Oh, here we go. February 14th, a nice Valentine's Day film you can watch. Chuck Norris and Lee Marvin. The surefire hits from Cannon are on ranked video, not blank videos. So program content 18 came out. So it says 86 on this, but this is where the dates get fuzzy because I don't think they get the best records. Because February 86 on that, so it would have come out just later in the year on VHS, I suppose. And it's probably the copyright of the film anyway. Okay, Cannon are doomed, regardless of how those movies turned out. Too many cheap movies in production once, without looking at the scripts for one thing, not to mention lots of crap. Yes, so what did I get to? 1986. We have 20 films this year. Oh no, sorry, 23. It's on the second page. 23 films this year. 87 has 33 films. 88 has 26, and then, like I said, 7 in 89. So we'll see where we go from there. So everyone loves a bit of Delta Force at the second half, anyway, when the action kicks in. I did miss off a film called $1 Million Madness, but it's one of their comedies that filmed in the Middle East. So, and then it came out at a different time. It might be in this list. It's all messed up. The times in this list. Trying to work it out, it's a nightmare because you go by US release, British, Europe release, Middle Eastern release dates. Yes, the right. I probably won't be able to catch up with the chat. We've got a lot of films to get through, but I'll try and pick anything I saw of interest. Right. So good evening, Jim. Good evening, Mike. Delta Force or Askiller 2000. Exactly. We are looking at The Delta Force, this one. 1986 American action film, Chuck Norris, Lee Marvin, in his final film appearance. Special Forces, based on a true story. Well, the true story didn't have a happy ending. Directed, co-written, and co-produced by Menachem Golan. It's got George Kennedy in it, and a very tanned Robert Forster. So it was inspired by the hijacking of TW-8 Flight 847. And Robert Vaughn, Steve James, Bo Svensson's in it. It's a lot of good stuff, but it is 2.5 hours long. Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. People listing the whole star cast there. But let's have a look at the other photos. That's the British release, which are the first pictures up. And there's the American one, showing off the bike with the rocket launcher. Firing a rocket. Ooh. A noisy can. Hey, Ian's here. He just got home from the How to Train Your Dragon. Quite good, worth a watch. Unless you've seen the animated version right before. It's just a remake, people are saying. Siege, Ordeal, The Rescue. But there you go, everyone. What is there? 3 Delta Force films, and then there's Operation Delta Force in the 90s that were straight to videos. So what's next? March 5th, 1986. Time for the first of 2 Monkey Business films. This one's the horror film, Link. I always saw this picture in the video shop, and I can see why I didn't rent it. But it is a British horror film with Elizabeth Shue and Terence Stamp, with a trio of simian stars that consist of Locke as Link, Jed as Imp, and Carrie as Voodoo. super intelligent yet malicious chimpanzee, played by an orangutan, who lashes out as his master, who lashes out when his masters, when they have to be euthanized. I thought enthused. Directed by Richard Franklin, written by Everett DeRoche. But yeah, it's got a score by Jerry Goldsmith, and it was filmed in St. Abbs, Scotland. So there you go. There is that. Let's have a look at the other picture of that one. The American release, similar but different. Crazy monkey. It's got side boob from Elizabeth Shue. This chat is thank you for this. A lot of engagement. Fortunately, I can't keep up because we still have 80-something films to go through. Yeah, Revenge of the PG Tips. That is definitely what it's about. I can imagine that happening. Right. I got my mouse in the wrong place. All right. So that brings us to, are we still in the first few months? Because such a long list is tracking me down. Then we get to March 7th, 1986. One for the lads. The Naked Cage. It's exactly what it says on the tin. Women in Prison. Yes. Cannon's least bad monkey film. Oh, yes. I haven't seen the other one, but I've seen enough of it to know it's not good. So, who's in this one? I'm going to check that picture was all right for safety. It's an American drama thriller film written by Paul Nicholas. It's got Sherry Static and Angel Tompkins, Lucinda Crosby, not Dickie. So Michelle, a young woman, is falsely accused of a bank robbery, sent to prison run by Diane, a corrupt warden. She struggles to survive the harsh prison life where violent bullying, assault, and drug addiction ran rampant. But yeah, if you like ladies in prison films, this is definitely one for you. I always confuse this. Is this the one with... No, that's another film with the bird from Exorcist in, I'm trying to think of, but there we go. So that's the English VHS, and then same picture, is it? Pretty much, for just the lettering's in a different place. I've seen The Naked Cage. It's bad. It's awful. The Naked Cage. Not confused with every other naked woman prison movie. That's it. She's Angel Tompkins in Amazon Women on the Moon, First Lady of the Evening. Right. There's a few more films with naked in the title coming up. But first, March. See, look, this is the there's 3 films released in March. This is March 11th. These are all within a week of each other. Field of Honor. Let's see what that looks like. It's not a flattering picture, is it? Not at all. But this is... Field of Honor is a Dutch-South Korean war film set during the Korean War, directed by Kim Dae-hai and Han Sheepmaker. After an attack by Chinese troops, a Dutch sergeant whose troops committed atrocity against the local population finds himself alone in the field. He meets a young Korean woman who tries to save her little brother who is shell-shocked. This changes the sergeant's outlook on war. So that is Everett McGill. You know him from Twin Peaks and People Under the Stairs and License to Kill. Thank you, Jim. But yes, and then the rest of the cast is Korean actors by the look of it. This film got a negative review in the Dutch communist newspaper. Shocking. And Shipmakers. Shipmaker. Not Sheepmaker, as I said. Right, so let's have a look at that's the British one. So yeah, no wonder people didn't like this film, but then that one's a bit better. The old American release. Yeah, where are the Falklands War movies? Let's see. Now we get to April. So we've got 3 films in April. America 3000. Yeah. With the guy from Automan. Cover always makes me laugh. It's not a great film. I've seen it, but yeah. Post-apocalyptic science fiction film, written and directed by David Engelbach, and stars Chuck Wagner, Laureen Langdon, and it premiered in the US in April '86 and was released on an original basis after that. Post-apocalyptic Colorado, 900 years after the nuclear war. Oh, the genders have separated into two warring factions. Oh dear. The Amazon-like females of the Frau are under dominant tribe, and under the male Pluggets are slaves and breeders and playthings. It's a canon film, all right. Let's see what the American picture looks like. I don't know how it's 900 years in the future yet. Yes, thank you. Welcome, Turn the Blue Iris. But yeah, America 3000. The Stig seems to be in this one. Know the cover, but never saw it. Yeah, I can't recommend it. It is probably free on YouTube if you did want to check it out. But this next one I can recommend. It's another war film. It's April 4th, 1986. So it's POW, The Escape. Now, if you took Mission in Action, the beginning, and then made it a Rambo film, this is what you'd get. Chuck, is that like saying Doncast? Yes, it is. When Cannon had a deal with MGM, the deal didn't last long. This one is good. Yes, I saw this one for the first time last year, I think, because I was put off by such things back in the day. But yeah, compared to modern films, this is fucking amazing. Because it's another one with Steve James. It's got Mako as the bad guy, but Carradine. It's Carradine as Rambo in Platoon, basically. Everyone else is playing it straight and just hiding in foxholes, and he's just out there, as you can tell from the picture. I would rather watch POW The Escape over any of the Missing Action films. After watching this, I tend to agree with you. This one is pretty good. Let's have a look at the American one. Yeah, it's the same drawing, just better quality image I found. But let's have a look. So, POW The Escape, directed by Gideon Amir, with everyone we've mentioned. It's a loose reimagining of the plot of Veracruz. It's a story of a U.S. soldiers forge a pact with the commander of their North Vietnamese camp to help him defect to the West with his personal treasure. But with the lure of a quick gain soon tests their fragile alliance. Nothing out Rambo's Rambo. This one might outdo Rambo 2. Doesn't outdo Rambo 3 though. Or 4. Right, so that's now April 18th. Sees us 3 films a month is crazy. Probably going to get worse in 87, isn't it? But yes, Bronson's back and on the loose, and all the other quotes he gets. It's Murphy's Law, another J. Lee Thompson competent thriller with my mate Robert F. Lyons. This is his third film with Bronson. Can you name the other 2? But there we go. Let's have a look. Ripped off Veracruz. There you go. Mike Barrett knows more than me anyway. But yeah, this is, what is it? Barely 90 minutes, I'd imagine. And I can never pronounce her name. Kathleen Whitlow, whatever it is. I've never actually heard anyone say it, so already off to a better start. Yeah, the last 80 to 84 or 85 is a bit rough canon years, but yeah, we will get to some bad ones. There are a lot of bad ones in 88. Oh, you don't like the girl? Yeah, if you like the girl, it's all right. But yeah, she's a bit foul fucking mouthed. But yes, same picture there. But yeah, he's a cop, she's a thief. Together, they're running for their lives. But yeah, it's. I think there's only. I can't remember how many. Yeah, there's one Bronson a year. May now. There is 3 releases in May. This one's May 8th, 1986. Close some tab there. We get Battle to Mathau and Roman Polanski's Pirates. This one's bad. I've only seen it once. I never watched it when it came out. I know, tell a lie, I did watch it when it came out. I didn't like it then, so I watched it last year. But yeah, this. Oh, Mike likes the girl in that one. All right. Will Hoyt, I believe. Francis John Tommy, I think. Will Hootie. She's in one of the Witchboard film, I think. But yeah, this is. I'm not sure if this was. I want to say big budget, but looks expensive. Adventure comedy film. Well, 2 of those things are both wrong. Written by people. Directed by Polanski. So it's planning it on 1976 as a follow-up for Chinatown, delayed several times due to lack of funding and him buggering off to Europe. It was screened out of competition in Cannes and was a box office bomb, even though the costume design, which is pretty good, was nominated for Academy Award. But it's got Charlotte Lewis, Roy Kinnear. Let's have a look. That's about it. I can read. Ian Dury. But yeah, it was. Let's see if anyone likes this one. Never a fan of Pirates, but as a long time ago, normally I love Mathau. Yes, even he can't say this one. Loving it as a kid. Good God knows if it holds up. I don't think anyone. Yeah, it might be his worst film. I think he came back with, was it Frantic after this? Let's have a look at the American poster. Yeah, same picture. Just the best I could get find. Right. No, still in May 9th, 1986. Dangerously Close. Now, I'm curious if anyone knows this one. Let's have a look what this is about. It is an action thriller directed by Albert Pyun. The film was noted at the time release being a wave of teen vigilante movies of the 80s. Exploring the right-wing jingoism that was gaining popularity in the United States. Carrie Lowell's in it, who would go on to be in License to Kill. I think she's in 2 films coming up, or 1 film after this, I mean. An elite school, a group of students who call themselves the Sentinels, begin terrorizing their socially undesirable classmates. Soon, Mother Tiger ends up brutally murdered as the editor of the high school paper begins to investigate, and the Sentinels become even more ruthless in their behavior. I can't say I've seen this one. I brought it, took advantage of my friend Mr. Butcher. That is true. Tom Matthews is in it. Miguel Nunez Jr., D.D. Pfeiffer. But and Dan Bradley is a bouncer in it. There you go. I think assuming that's the Dan Bradley that's American Ninja 3, which is coming up, and not the old man from Harry Potter. So there's the US poster, pretty much similar. Long time ago. Pyun fans say it's one of his better films. Oh dear. Yeah, she in Carrie Lau was in is it Freakin' the Guardian with Freakin' the Tree, or is that someone else? Shouldn't she the mum in that? Right, so now this next one they had to work with Warner Brothers, but this was May 23rd, 1986. Can you guess what that is? A 1986 film that they made with Warner Brothers. And if I can find my page, it's of course Cobra. All 84 minutes of it. So, do we need to talk about Cobra? It is an action film directed by George P. Cosmatos. Stop the vid. Yeah, we're done. Hey, operator. We've peaked at Canon with their Warner Brothers release. Loosely based on the 1974 novel Running Duck by Paula Goslin, and then published by as Fair Game, and then filmed under that title in 1995. But yes, Lieutenant Marion Cobra Cabretti. Hang on, I know someone in this. I've heard that Canon had very little to do with Cobra. I'd imagine, yeah, they must have just got some things together that they're not even mentioned in anything. It just says it's I think they get their name. It says a canon production at the beginning. They don't even get their titles in it, the men's titles. So I think you're right there. Yes, Josh has got this big box beauty bastard. But carrying on, I'm not jealous. Oh, I got mine. Mine's signed by Sylvester LeVay. There you go. Big, as it's the horror cat dad is here. It wasn't a hit though. Unfortunately, it didn't do well, which is probably why we didn't get a sequel straight away. Did very well on VHS, I imagine. Thank you, Josh. Right. So, where are we? This is... Where are we? We are only 12 films into the list, and we're only in May. So that was May. June 6th. Only one in June, none in July. So we get the remake Invaders from Mars with Toby Hooper. I've only seen this once. I think that was a few years ago. I didn't enjoy it. It's quite dull. Found the kid annoying. Golden Globes had stunt credit. That's it, because they leased Sly from his over-the-top contract. Thank you, fans. Ramon's not a big fan. As a film, it doesn't hold up, but as entertainment, it really does. I love the 50s. Yes, never watched this version, says Ian. So yeah, I can't blame you. It looks fake. American science fiction horror by Toby Hooper with a screenplay by Dan O'Brien. With Hunter Carson, Karen Black, Timothy Bottoms, but called Louise Fletcher. A remake of the 53 film. It was part of a 3-picture deal that Cannon had. Stan Winston did some of the creature effects. The score was Christopher Young. It had mixed to negative reviews, and there's a big box office disappointment. I think the 50s version is better, but this one's okay. All right. So let's have a look. That's the UK poster, or VHS cover, and then I think the American one's more interesting. But let's see where we are now. So yeah, nothing in July, and then 3 in August. This one's bound to be more popular than Cobra. It's Lightning, the White Stallion, with Susan George and Mickey Rooney, and it's a U certificate. Oh dear. So this one, directed by William A. LeVay, and written by Harry Alan Towers, Mickey Rourke, Susan George. That's about it. Released in August '86 by Cannon. The horse of wealthy gambler Barney Ingram, Cloverdale III, is stolen by creditor Emmett Fallon. The horse is eventually stabled and renamed Lightning, but under the condition that he will be trained by a young rider as a racing horse. Let's see if there's any names. Nope, that is it. Yes, thank you, operator. Oh, the kid is from Paris, Texas. A real masterpiece. Good God, if I saw that video shot, I'd have left and never come back. Let's see if the American picture does it any favors. No. Yeah. This is why you probably never heard of it. But if you've not heard of that one, get ready for this next one. August 8th, 1986, we get Detective School Dropouts. 87 minutes of hilarity, I'm sure. So, action comedy, co-starring and written by David Landsberg and Lorraine Dreyfus. In the film, a fan of detective novels applies for a training as a private detective. His trainer takes advantage of him and involves him in a conflict between 3 cheese-making families. The duo follow one of the family members to Italy using stolen passports. When the man is poisoned, they become murder suspects. Oh, Josh has got a copy of Lightning. My lovely horse. Yeah, see? It says on my information, don't shoot the messenger, I'm using the internet, but it is the Cannon Group, and it says Cannon, I know it says Canon on the VHS, but some of these often do, but it is actual Canon film. Looks like, but yeah, this is from a list of films produced by Canon, and it's got, so technically Cobra shouldn't be on this, but I've gone for ones that are global. They're a global Golden Globus production, and then made by the Canon, produced by the Canon Group. So let's have a look. There's a lot more that y'all say there. Right, but we don't know that one. Definitely not inspired by Police Academy. No. Gareth made it up. He's got that hat. He may have taken the pics himself. Shit. Bloody rumbled. Right. Let's have a look. That's that. Right. That is so now we get to something. To more Tobe Hooper, or his second film, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, not released on video in the UK. I don't think it was released in cinemas either. But in America, you could see it on August 16th. Black comedy slasher film co-composed and directed by Tobe Hooper. It's got Dennis Hopper, Caroline Williams, Bill Moseley. The plot follows Vanita Stretch Brock, a radio host who's victimized and abducted by Leatherface from a cannibalistic family. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Bood, Lefty Enright, and the uncle of Sally and Franklin Hardesty, both prior victims of the family, hunts them down. So yeah, lots of pages of information you can read about this one if you wanted to, but you got Tom Morga, who plays Leatherface at one point, and Bob Elmore plays him in other places. That's about it. I really like this one. Not a scratch on the first, though. Very different film. Oh, Ian hasn't seen it. Can't say I recommend it. It's not one I watch. I don't watch many of the Texas Chainsaw Massacres, really. First has moved up massively in my favourite list. There you go. First time I watched this, I thought it was shite. I was the same back in, I don't know, I must have seen it back in the day. I don't know how, because it wasn't available. If Canon hadn't fucked up that deal with Dustin Hoffman, maybe Ishtar would exist. But here we go. Too many tabs. Right. So, yeah, there's only one picture for that one. Yep. And then we get two. Strap in for this one. It's a bit of art now. Othello with Placido Domingo from Franco Zeffirelli. Although it could be Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder. Oh, Larry's not a big TCM fan either. Yes, everyone did flip out about how different it was. And then, yeah, using The Breakfast Club as a joke. But there we go. Yeah, I've lost half my audience now because they're offended. But yeah, it's based on the opera of this Verdi opera of the same name, which itself was based on a Shakespearean play, directed by Franco Zeffirelli, Placido Domingo, orchestras, premiered in West Germany, and received a US theatrical release 12 September 1986, and was nominated for Best BAFTA Award and Golden Globe for Best Foreign Language Film. Nominated, right? Didn't win. But that's, yeah. Canon Films worked a deal with popular operatic tenor to finance the version of the film. But yeah. There we go. Let's see what the American one. Or that is the American one. Hang on. Let's have a look. That's it. Yep. I don't think it got released in the UK. Or not anyone kept a copy of a VHS to scan it. But now you're back for things. Now, you said you wanted an Invasion USA sequel. Well, here we go. You get Avenging Force. More Steve James. Sad loss. But Riverbend or whatever, isn't it? The new film he's got coming out, or the remastered film. So yeah, directed by my mate Sam Furstenberg. I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised as a dude. Orson Welles also wore makeup. I've not seen this version. Yes, there's been quite a few versions of this. Another underrated one. Yeah, this one is a good one. Out in the Bayou. It's on Prime, is it? 1986 American action film, directed by Sam Firstenberg, screenplay by James Booth, who co-starred in the film. It was supposed to be a sequel to Invasion USA, even though it has the same name. And there was adverts, as Canon will want to do. If you want to check out my later vids when they come out next week, you'll see all about it. In the swamps of the Louisiana Bayou, 2 men are hunted and killed by 4 costumed, well-armed adversaries. If that doesn't make you want to watch it, yes. Jim saw this theatrically, yes. Rest in peace, yes, Steve James. And the dude, Dudikoff. Yeah, he should have been called Michael Dudikoff, shouldn't he? Right. Let's have a look. So that's the British release. I remember that poster, but I never watched it. I don't think. When I watched it a few years ago for the interview, I remember seeing it. Yeah, I'm not sure about this picture either, though. Michael Dudikoff's style is reminiscent of a young Clint Eastwood. Target improved on it, yes. Yeah, Cannon promised him so much. Yeah, because he was supposed to be one of the people up for Spider-Man, wasn't he? Right, now we get to something a bit more serious. 52 Pickup. This one was surprising to me. Based on the Elmore Leonard book, or was it? Yeah. And directed by John Frankenheimer, a great Roy Schneider, and a lot of adult film stars. But this is a neo-noir crime film. Also has Anne Margaret, and the book came out in 1974. And then is the second adaptation of the same book after The Ambassador, which we saw in 1984 last time. But there's that. Let's have a look at the other picture. Oh, that is the other picture. I couldn't find a VHS cover for Britain. Oh, Vanity's also in it. Saw this one theatrically and own it on Blu-ray. John Glover is unbelievable creepy in this. God bless him. All right, so where are we at? 37, still 86. Right, cracking on. So yes, they didn't all do action films, as we'll find out now with cue the second picture. Castaway, Oliver Reed, who's in many a Cannon film. And don't look too carefully at the picture on the left, is a British biographical drama film directed by Nicholas Roeg and starring Amanda Donohoe, mostly nude, and Oliver Reed, also mostly nude. The screenplay was by Alan Scott, based on the book by Lucy Irvin, which tells of her experiences of staying on this island between New Guinea and Australia. It was quite interesting. I watched this. Yeah, it is like a middle-aged lagoon, and there's no Wilson in this one. 52 Pickup was a rank release in UK. I couldn't find any pictures of it. That's weird. I thought it had the same name and everything. So Reed's belly played Wilson in this one, but yeah, it was entertaining enough. As people stuck on an island, but it is nearly 2 hours. But yeah, I think it's the same picture. There we go. Blue Rinse Lagoon. Well done, operator. But yeah, that is the other Castaway film. And what's that you say? We haven't had enough Chuck. So the second film on the list is... press the wrong button. Came out in November 21st. Oh yeah, this is 52 Pickup, Castaway, and Firewalker from November. There was no films in October. So we get Firewalker. Yeah, Amanda Donohoe wasn't shy, bless her. She is awesome. There is some rumpy-pumpy, although most of the time there's no rumping or pumping because they're starving. But there we go. Firewalker. I think I rented this back in the day because, looks like Indiana Jones. But who was more disappointed? action adventure comedy with Chuck Norris, Lou Gossett Jr., and Melody Anderson from Flash Gordon. Firewalker's a bit dull. That is true. What a piece of shit. So the actual opening night, it was 2 hours. I'll never get back. That is also true. But directed by J. Lee Thompson, the second film for him in this year. So, it's trying to be Romancing the Stone. Yeah, sorry about that. Right. Yeah, nostalgic on Firewalker. I just can't hate the fun. Exactly. It's trying, at least. I will give it that. It's trying to be a comedy action film. Lou Gossett, he's only Lou Gossett in this one. He was doing his best, but Chuck just can't get the humor. A pair of down and out fortune hunters cash in on high adventure. But yeah, they spent more money on the poster probably than anything else. Right. Here we go. This one, December 25th, so open Christmas Day. What are you going to open Christmas Day as a canon film? Yeah, sorry. Firewalker Subaru left, yes. Duet for one with Julie Andrews. Now, originally this was going to be Faye Dunaway. They were advertising this way back in 85, I think, for Faye Dunaway. Yeah, as soon as she finished Wicked Lady, but I think because that bombed, they decided against it. Santa Claus the movie, yes. No, you opened Oscar nominee, Alan Bates, Oscar Award winner, Julie Andrews, Max von Sydow, and I think it says Rupert Everett. But yeah, this looks fun, doesn't it? So this is a British drama adapted from the play A Two-Hander from Tom Konepsky about world-famous concert violinist named Stephanie Anderson, who is suddenly struck with multiple sclerosis. It's set in London and directed by Andrei Konchavalosky. There you go. It was a play. They've made it into a film. There you go. Yeah. Everyone's seen Santa Claus, but you've not seen this one. Yes. Firewalker seems somehow a cheaper version of King Solomon's Mines. That is true. But so yes, they were one of their Oscar bait ones, I think. But yeah, Julie Andrews, Alan Bates, Max von Sydow. There you go. Moving right along, Fuzzy. Right. Let me see if I got some of these have no descriptions. Nope. So I'm gonna. Well, you've seen it now. So there's one called. This is where things go. Right. This is where it gets tricky. So 1987, we're into now. There's a film called Young Love. Now, what could possibly be problematic with that one? We had Boy Takes Girl last time. I think it's a Pops. Unfortunately, there's a lot of films called Young Love, and it's not on the list. So yeah, there's not much information about this. Of course, it brings up everything but the one I want. No, that's Young Girls in Love. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on this one. But yeah, there's no details. It's another Middle Eastern one. It's not fun. It's not the good one. No, it's not the good funny farm. Now this is 1987, another Middle Eastern one, which is called several names. Oh, hang on. I think I might have. Yes, Young Love, Lemon Popsicle 7. Sorry, there it is. So Johnny, Bobby, and Benny are looking forward to the summer of hot girls and fast cars, especially when Johnny's parents leave him alone in the house. So yeah, is that the last Lemon Popsicle film, I think? But I couldn't find any VHSs. But I think this might be... And it's got German play-by-playmate Sissy Liebow's first role. So yeah, it did come out in June 87 in that state, but yeah, no pictures. So, but then we get this comedy, which I think is in the same ilk. But yeah, $1 Million Madness is also known as Funny Farm. When Ephraim Rubin is a bank manager, his life is one big mess. His bitch wife and son make his life miserable at home, and at work he's under tons of pressure. One day he accidentally finds himself in a sanitarium. After getting over initial shock, he finds a sanitarium quite sane place to live in. And then there's a lot more information, but yes, one of the Middle Eastern ones that came out in 86 there and later on around the world. But carrying on with this tradition, Dutch Treat, which has no details either. Yeah, it's the only picture for that. It's the wrong way around. Someone messing with my order my film. But there you go. Lemon Popsicles, that one. And there's Dutch Treat. Now, who do you think is appearing in this film? Name those two actors, if you don't know the film. Right. While I look it up. Yes. Does it actually say bitch wife on the back of the box? I don't know, but it probably does. Looks like there you go. That is Lemon Popsicle. So yeah, see, Ramon knows. I should have waited until I saw that. So this is Dutch Treat. Another Boaz Davidson. He's done most of these films, written a lot of these. They were originally to be released under Give a Girl a Break. It was released in the Netherlands in 1987, February 26th. But it's pretty awful. There you go. The Dutch girl band Dolly Dots. Thank you, Ramon. That's the ones. I think I saw half of it. So that is not what's his name? From Fright Night. Roddy McDowell. It's David Landberg and Lauren Dreyfus. But two American friends travel all over Europe and end up meeting an all-female rock band from Holland, and they pass themselves off as record company executives. Both men return to the States, and the band soon approaches them about signing them to a record company. They start booking the gigs and getting them exposure and have to avoid getting caught. So that is a Dutch Treat. I found the covers. Double Dutch Treat. Keep it clean. Yeah, no other pictures. I don't know if it even got out in America VHS. Right. It's another year, so it's another Bronson film. And this time it's with my mate, Shamban Boyd. I do love this one. I know it's absolute pack, but it's so over the top. But there we go. This is an American action thriller film directed by Peter Hunt, Bond fame, with Jill Ireland. And a bodyguard who is assigned to protect the First Lady. But yes, Charles Bronson, probably older here than Clint was in whatever it's called, In the Line of Fire. But yeah, the novel was called My Affair with the President's Wife by Richard Sale. I'm guessing it's probably nothing like this. A very dull Bronson movie from Operator. Never saw Assassination. Jill Ireland should have been seen and not heard. That is also true. She was not great. But so that's the British one, which I got up there, signed by Jan. So let's have a look at the American one. That's a better picture, I think. No, that's bad. That's Bronson mode, but he's still down there with the rocket launcher taking out helicopters. I would still take Jill Ireland over Sandra Locke. Yes, that is also true. She made Judy Garland action. You cheeky people. Well, if you thought that was good, let's get that Stone Woman back. It's time for the sequel. Or is this is the sequel, isn't it? Yeah, the sequel to King Solomon's Mines. I always get these two confused. But who's that lovely lady in the brass brassiere? I watched the first one. I thought the first 10 minutes, I thought this is all right. And then, nope. Yes, Peter Hunt did much better with Death Hunt with Bronson and Marvin. Sometimes you have to take a paycheck. But shot back to back, wasn't it? 86 American and Contra film. So yeah. So it was released in West Germany in December 86 and the United States January 87. Loosely based on the novel of Alan Quatermain. And there's the sequel. And it was poorly received by critics. Plans of further sequels were shelved. Nuts. Still more terrible about. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it was her fault, the director's fault, or what, but it wasn't good. But yeah. Is that the same picture? No, a bit different. Yeah, they definitely spent more on the pictures than the films, didn't they? Right. Let's carry on with back to one you probably haven't heard of. Another one with could be 86, could be 87, but we're going to say it's 87, aren't we? It is The Assault. Best Oscar winner in for Best Foreign Film. See? Cannon won some. And the Golden Globe Award, Best Foreign Film. Oh, it was Cannon's fault. There you go. Good old Elvira and the golden orbs there. It certainly is. Spinning her tassels. This is a novel based on the novel of the same name, directed by Fons Rademacher, and the main characters are played by both Derek de Lint in the present and Mark van Uchlin as his youth. Yeah. And different women. It's the Second World War reaching its end, and the Netherlands is under Nazi cooperation. Based on the book Eric had in school. See, Ramon knows. It's a really good Dutch war drama. There you go. Exactly. Something they did very well. Probably going to get taken down for having that picture up, but yeah. Oh, spoilers. I went the wrong way. More Stallone in some silly arm wrestling movie. Over the Top. It is an American sports drama with Sylvester Stallone as Lincoln Hawk. Produced and directed by Menahem Golan, and its screenplay was by Sterling Silverman with Robert Loggia. Released February 13th, 1987 in the United States. Box office bomb and received middling reviews from critics. So I thought we'd peaked with Cobra, but obviously, I hate you, Dad. I love you, Dad. Oh, dear. Oh, yes. Jeff is on Jim's channel being interviewed tomorrow night. And I'm on it in July. But yeah, it's one I watched a lot as a kid, but I don't. Sorry, Josh, I don't like it as much. And Jeff, that much now. There you go. Oh, it's the same picture. Yeah. All right. Let's get past that to oh dear, February. So this is the third film of February in '87. So I'll check my list here because we're on 87 now. So this is the one that has 33 films released. And from now on, if you thought Over the Top was rubbish, strap in. Okay. We get number one with a bullet. Billy D. Williams and another Carradine. This one's Robert from the Nerds franchise. And it looks like it's a buddy cop thriller, but it's trying to be. I'll give it that. It's an action comedy thriller directed by Jack Smith and starring Peter Graves. Sorry. That's about it. John Kreese, isn't it? Two police partners with contrasting personalities who both work for the LA Police Department. It's often placed in the buddy cop subgenre. Billy D. Williams is great in it, of course, but yeah, Robert Carradine does not pass as a tough, funny cop. Oh, Mike Bonner arm wrestling is at school. Number one with Bullet is much more entertaining than Over Top. It's crap. It's fun crap. Oh dear. Has it got Martin Coe in it as well? Didn't see him anywhere, but it's not to be trusted. But now, let's see what the American poster looks like. Yeah, Caroline is not cool in this film, but these two, I saw. I saw these two the other day in a film from the 90s where they're brothers. One's a good cop, one's a thief. It was very entertaining. I think I've seen Barbarians before, but I can't remember anything about it. But we will talk about this sword and sorcery film directed by Ruggero Deodato and the Barbarian twins. Unfortunately, one has passed away. Richard Lynch is in it. It's an Italian-American co-production shot in Rome and the Abruzzi Mountains. Peter and David were nominated for a Golden Raspberry Award for Worst New Stars. And the film has a cult status in Finland. Barbarians are called. There you go. Every time these two appear in a movie, you can guarantee it was going to be a total piece of shit. Oh dear. It's a very straight film. Honestly. Who's the bad guy in this? Is it? Yes, Michael Berryman is the character, the blue character in the background. Let's have a look. If you thought that poster was how about that one? Cult, is that a mistype? It might be. I don't know. Is it an 18 over here? Yeah, it's an 18, so it does have nudity at least. I own the babysitters on Redfall. Oh, nice. Well done. Because, yeah, I remember that cover and I thought I would never fancied it. But here we go. Go. Next up is another. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 released in March. This is the second one. This is another Carrie Lau one. Down Twisted. I think this one's free on YouTube. I think that's where I saw it, but it's not much good. It's another Albert Poon. That is the manly cover. That's the Barbarians manly cover. So it's a thriller directed by Albert Poon, Carrie Lau, Courtney Cox is in it. Nicholas Guest, a naive, good-hearted Los Angeles waitress, does not think twice about helping her troubled roommate. Her help lands her in Central America, fleeing for her life with a grungy mercenary. Sounds familiar. Tom Matthews again in this one. It was given a limited release in 1987 and a home video release in 1990. Bloody hell. Someone swept that one out of the carpet, didn't they? Never heard of this one. Yes, I own the tape, but the last time I wanted to watch it, the tape didn't work. First time ever. I think the tape saved you some trouble. But yeah, she's been set up, shanghaied, and shut up. There must be an easy way to fall in love. The girl's never gay, and the girl's never gay. Yeah. But yes, Carrie Lau does have personality, but that unfortunately film was not what she should have been in. Yeah, Carrie should have been in more films. Exactly. She could hold her own in License to Kill. Now we get to the reason there's a Superman 4, Street Smart, with a very bad picture of what's it called? Morgan Freeman. I was very surprised. He is awesome in this. Ooh, Carrie Lau was annoying in License to Kill. I think the Franz's girlfriend more annoying, but I love him. But this has got Christopher Reeve and his passion project, and then it was well received by audience and critics, but it was a commercial failure because, as Christopher Reeve reported it, they Canon tried to bury it, allegedly. But so yeah, it's Reeve portrays an ambitious reporter who fabricates an interview with a pimp when a real pimp who closely matches the fictional description is indicated for murder. Both he and the prosecutor try to exploit the reporter for their own ends. But yeah, it's a pretty good film. Nominated for an Academy Award and Golden Globe. Oh, he was nominated. Freeman is, yeah. What did operator say? Another quality, yeah. Oh, yeah. We should have buried Superman 4. Is that another case of make Superman 4, we'll give you everything you want for Street Smart, and then they fisted him on Street Smart and on Superman 4. So that is the UK poster. And then we get another gem of a picture. But there we go. Hang on, annoying pop-up. Like that. Right. So that's Street Smart. I pressed the wrong button. Right. Now, so another fun film coming up with the Hanoi Hilton. a lot more serious. But there you go. All right. Let me see. Hang on, got a problem. Technical issue. Right. It's a good movie, but it's just pressing us out. There you go. It certainly looks like it. So, it's a 1987 war film, focuses on the experience of a U.S. prisoner of war that held in the infamous Hoa Lo prison in Hanoi during the 1670s, and is told from their perspective. Directed by Lionel Chetwyth, with Michael Moriarty, and music was done by Jimmy Webb. It portrays fictional characters, and I've got a problem. Excuse me a minute. All right, has that fixed it? One second. Right, I think we're all right. Nope, I'm frozen. And right. So, I'm hoping you can still hear me. But Google stopped responding. Oh, we can hear you. Okay. I'll try and continue. Yes, we can. Yes, we can hear. Okay. Just I got a white screen that I can't use my mouse. Hang on. Let me do some magic here. It might be dead air for the DJ in a second. Hang on. Right. Hopefully I'm back. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Don't know what happened there. It just all went crazy. But like you say, it's the curse of Canon. Right. I'll load up the screen. Yes, it was the Electric Boogaloo. Yes, a good majority. Hey, Hamza. Yes, a good majority of these films are on. It's like watching Channel 5. I can see you. Hey, George. All good. Right. Thank you. Sorry about that. But yes, there's the Hanoi Hilton. Same picture. So that's all right. Right. Back in the game. Bring my website's back up now. Right. 1 second. For the love of technology. Right. Where do we get to? Hanoi Hilton. Now. So, yes. Then we get to April 87, where we go a little more softer. But yeah, Hanoi Hilton does seem like totally opposite of what Canon do. Yes. Chasing awards, I'm guessing. Right. Then, yeah, Rebecca De Mornay and John Savage in them. Sorry. things are going badly. That's not Ron Perlman. No, probably Billy Barty as he appears later. But this is what's it say? Is there anything about this film? Beauty and the Beast, but commonly known as Canon Movie Tales. Beauty and the Beast is a 1970 English language Israeli musical film, which they started doing these movie tales. Which this is the first. Is a contemporary tale of Beauty and the Beast by Jean-Marie Laprise de Beaumont, and borrowing elements from Villeneuve's version, such as dream sequences. It's shot entirely in Israel, and the taglines were: "The monster they feared was the prince she loved." The classic fairy tale about you seeing with your heart. So there we go. Directed by Eugene Mana. And strap in because there's about 4 or 5 of these. Gotta lay off the dodgy sides. I might have to, yes. Oh, I'm trying to find my mouse now. It's all over the shop. Right, there's the American version. Lavish, feature length, new adaptation of the world's most beloved storybook. Got in there before Disney, at least. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a few more of these. Oh yeah, it is. Straight into this one. It's a Rumpelstiltskin. I do like the spines on these that make it look like a book, a fairy tale book. So, but I don't know. So this one's the one with Billy Barty. It's a musical fantasy film based on the Brothers Grimm fairy tale. This is the first one, even though the other one came out first. Canon Movie Tales series was a $50 million project initiated by the two of them to adapt 16 fairy tales into live action. This one featured Billy Barty in his only lead role and had Amy Irving and Clive Revill as the villainous King Meza. But yes, David Irving scripted and directed their mother, and actress Priscilla Pointer portrayed the Queen. So Canon Film Screen Rumpelstiltskin as the opening night attraction of its family film festival, the 1987's Cannes Film Festival. It was the first one to be released in America, I think. But it was not well received. But there we go. Anyone know this one? Billy Barty, he's in a few kind of films I didn't know about, see? But yeah, he's good in other stuff that isn't Canon made. Right, where are we? Now I'm going clickety-click crazy. Right. Right. Here we go. So that's that one. And that's a very bad US cover. So I apologize for the quality, but no one has any of these, or if they have it, they haven't scanned it. But let's go into some more fun. American Ninja 2, The Confrontation, which some people say is the better one. I haven't seen them for a while, so I can't speak about it. But American martial arts action film directed by Sam Furstenberg, sequel to the first one. And then the second in the Canon trilogy. Back with Steve James. Yeah. 2 U.S. Army Rangers, Dudikoff and James, are ordered to discover why Marines have been going missing from their posts at the U.S. Embassy. And they discover the Lion has been kidnapping the missing Marines and having them brainwashed to join his army of assassins. And it was less successful than the first, grossing $4 million domestically in the U.S. versus $10 million from the original. But it's developed a cult following. Hey, Fluff's here. The Constipation. Right. Let's have a look at the other picture. That's the British version. 18 straight away because it's got an ninja in the title. And yeah. American one's not much better. Right. So that's that. Then we get to where are we up? Another Oliver Reed one. There was a Diary of a Mad Old Man from 1987, which is Lily Rademacher, about another someone else has a chronic muscle disease. So it's more of a drama again. It came out in the Netherlands in 88. I don't think we're in 88 on the other list. No, it's still March 12th, 87. But yeah, it's one of those serious films. Then we get to Master of Dragon Guard Hill, which doesn't have any details. Right, let's have a look. Only 4 million. Yes, should have been a lot more, shouldn't it? Right. Directed by Gerard Ciccone, Oliver Reed, Arthur Kitt, Herbert Lom. Abdi, the formerly enslaved Scottish nobleman living in the lush 18th century colonial Caribbean island of St. Joseph's, is framed for murder and forced to lead a rebellion. Oliver Reed, Arthur Kitt, Herbert Lom. Patrick Warburton, must be young in there. But that's about all she wrote. Came out December 89 in the United States. There we go. Now we know how Oliver Reed was able to afford the alcohol in the 80s. Made a bunch of shitty Cannon films. Yeah. Doesn't include Hard to Kill with My Mate. I'm blanking on. Right. Then I think that's the only picture. Yeah, no, there's the American one. So a bit more dramatic. Right. Oh, there's a. I mislabeled these fucking things. But his life was an open book. But, then we get to the. I'm not sure if this is one of their. I think this is one of their fantasy ones again, but yeah, even lesser well known. The Emperor's New Clothes came out in May 15th. But yeah, is so popular it doesn't have any details. Let's see if I can find something about it. It's one of many adaptations. Who's in this one? Directed by David Irving and stars. Oh, that's Sid Caesar, apparently. In Europe, several centuries ago, a group of prisoners are about to be executed or released as part of a celebration of the upcoming wedding of the Emperor's daughter, Princess Gilda, to a very rich prince from another country. Hang on. Princess from another country, Gilda. Herbert Lom was a great actor. He wasn't too picky about what he agreed to be in, yes. Even Cannon's money couldn't keep up with Reed's drinking. Oh, heart beeps. It's funny you should say that in a minute. Right. There you go. That's the American version. Lavish feature length. New version of the world's best loved. Right. Let's get back to. I was going to say some action, but I was wrong. Let me search for this one. It's another one that has no details. But I'm sure everyone's going to know this one when they see it. Too Much, the robot with a heart. I think I've only seen the Cinema Snob do something on this one. But there you go. This is Too Much, Too Young. Directed by Eric Rochat, starring Masasato Fukuzama. Sorry. When Susie and her parents take a visit to Japan, her father's business partner, an inventor called Tetsuro, decides to make Susie a robot. The robot's name is Too Much, or TM for short, and he and Susie become better friends. But when the day comes for Susie to return home, she's found she's not allowed to take TM with her, so they run away together. It's not that type of robot or that type of film. Oh, it's Miss Bernadette Peters. But yes, indeed. Yeah, I thought Josh would watch this one. But I think is that the only picture? Yeah, that's the only picture of the UK release. Let's get away from this very dodgy film to Robert Ginty. He'll bring us back on track with Three Kinds of Heat. Yeah, Short Circuit cash in, definitely. Right. But yes, The Exterminator is back and the heat is on, except this film is quite bad. It's not action-packed running. So it's supposed to be 3 police officers from around the world globetrotting to find the criminals. So I think there's a British one, a British lady, Hong Kong lady, and then the American man. But it's a British-American crime comedy written and directed by Leslie Stevens and starring Robert Ginty, Victoria Barrett, Shaki Chen, and Sylvester McCoy. The story concerns 2 rival policewomen. Oh, she's New York, and she's Hong Kong. And this is by State Department agent Ginty to investigate mysterious criminals' international operations on the behalf of Interpol. So it sounds like it should be good, doesn't it? But I'll let you watch it. You can let me know. I think, like someone said, Hannah said that they're all, most of these films are free on YouTube. Not good quality, picture-wise, but shenanigans, exactly. Robert Ginty was not one. He wasn't a bad actor, he just didn't have much charisma. That is what spoils this film. As a ex-soldier, exterminator, vigilante, he's great. As a cop in this. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, you might be right about some of these probably either lumped in on other DVD releases. I didn't know this film existed until I got it in a VHS pickup. I only had the tape. And it said Cannon's 3 Kinds of Heat. I said, I've never heard of this. But then, as I found out, and you are finding out today, they did a lot of stuff no one ever saw. Oh, I like it how it says Robert Exterminator Ginty in 3 Kinds of Heat there. And there's the American poster. Oh dear. Stop picking holes in the plot. All right. Right. Oh, we're back with more fairy tales. And Nightmare Fuel of Morgan Fairchild. And I thought that was going to be, say, Sylvia Christel, but it's not. It's Sylvia Miles. But yeah, getting the set of these on the rack as VHSs would be pretty good, but probably expensive. But this is Sleeping Beauty, or Canon Movies Tales Sleeping Beauty, American Israeli fantasy film, directed by David Irvin. And yeah, the film was filmed in Israel. A childless queen, Morgan Fairchild, and a king, David Holliday. Everyone knows that. Who's in it? Kenny Baker. Someone mentioned R2D2 earlier. He's in this one. But there we go. Right. Oh, dear. And I'm afraid it's all downhill from here. So there's the American tape. Yes, enough to give kids nightmares. At least that one's pretty much shows how it is. But here we go. Here we go. Look. Yeah, there's not much I can say about bloody Superman. What is it? Superhero film directed by Sidney J. Fury. Gene Hackman. The 5th film, including Supergirl. No involvement of the Salkinds. So yeah, shortly before the film's productions, the Cannon Group suffered a major financial crisis that forced to cut budgets, and 45 minutes of footage were deleted after negative test screenings. The film received overwhelmingly negative reviews from critics and fans, citing poor special effects and plot holes. And then Superman 5 was cancelled. And then it was, 19 years before Superman came back. Filmed in Milton Keynes, that is true. See, France is getting hyped, but the more I see of this new Superman, the less I want to see it. So, I don't know. I'm hoping it's good. But, so yeah. We all know about Superman 4. And then, of course, we know about... Actually, I should have kept on that. I think, yeah, it's the same picture, just has pictures. Masters of the Universe. Which suffered exactly the same fate as Superman 4. Or, Masters of the Universe, or Masters of the Universe, the motion picture. Based on Masters of the Universe franchise, directed by Gary Goddard. Courtney Cox is in this one as well. Billy Barty's in this one. Released theatrically in the United States on August 7th, 1997. Critically and commercial failure, grossing $70 million worldwide against a budget of $22 million. It was met with negative reviews from film critics and is now regarded as a cult film. And Two Beauties back and they lost money. Hey, Simon's here. Much better than Superman 4. Oh dear. Josh. I can't save you from this one, Josh. Right, let's go back to something a bit more mature. So let's have a look at the American poster, which I think is a very good one. It is the same one, isn't it? Yeah, just better quality. Gotta love that theme, don't you? Penitentiary 3. I still need to watch these films. I remember seeing the tapes in the shop. But it was a boxing film that wasn't Rocky, so why would I watch it? It is. 10-year-old Christopher Salisbury was pissed after seeing Superman 4 and Masters of the Universe. I saw them both in the cinema, but I was quite pleased with them. I have a low threshold of rubbish. But Penitentiary 3, which is the first one by Cannon, that is the third film, of course, is directed by Jama Fanaka. It's a sequel to the 1982 film. Stars Leon Isaac Kennedy. Released on September 4th, 1987. The man is framed for murder, sent to prison. He's been beaten and tortured, then forced to fight the prison's worst killer, a martial arts fighting midget called Thud. Sold. Well, take care, Jim. Check out Jim tomorrow night on with Jeff. Yeah, Superman 4 looks cheap. That is, they reused so many shots in that. Let's see. I don't know if the midget's Billy Barty, but it doesn't look like it. And Danny Trejo is in this one of his early appearances. But let's have a look at the American poster for this. The first one is serious. I'd imagine it would be, and then like Death Wish, they went downhill. Fast, raunchy, angry, earthy, funny. It's just plain dynamite. Who is that? Los Angeles Times. Right. So we are up to now we time to be after awards again with King Lear from Godot, or is it Jean-Luc Godard's, with Woody Allen and Molly Ringwald. Yeah, carrying on. I think is an adaptation of Shakespeare's avant-garde style in a French New Wave cinema. The script was originally signed to Norman Mailer, but Mailer's text was not used. The working script was written by Godard, assisted by Peter Sellers and Tom Luddy. It is not a typical cinematic adaptation of Shakespeare's tragedy, although some lines from the play are used. There you go. There's only 3 characters. But yeah. Manaim Golan is the voice. Norman Mailer's in it. Peter Sellers as William Shakespeare. Burgess Meredith. Julie Delpy. And Woody Allen as Mr. Alien. So yeah, it's off the fucking reservation, that one. Let's see if anyone's seen it. Never seen it, but I really want to. I love Godard. There you go. Is it Godard or Godard? But let's look at the other poster. Oh, it's only one poster, and it's the American one, and that's only a re-release as well. So next up, Tough Guys Don't Dance with the very famous line reading. This one is Norman Mailer. Crime mystery drama film based on his novel of the same name. I don't remember it being a mystery when I watched it, but received mixed reactions from critics and was a box office bomb. I was nominated for 4 1988 Independent Spirit Awards. But yeah, who's in this? Isabella Rossellini, Lawrence Turney. Right, so it's because Ryan O'Neal is visited by his father, who tells Tim that he stopped chemotherapy because tough guys don't dance. And then there's a lot of story. Right, Wings Hauser's in it. I'm surprised Wings Hauser wasn't in many films for Canon. The film was a box office bomb, making $800,000 in its $5 million budget, and it's received mixed reviews. Where we heard that one? Based on a novel? Surely not. Tough Guys Don't Dance is shite, but it's fascinating. That I will agree with. You can't. So we're still in 87 here. So We're going for more. Let's have a look at the other picture first. Sorry. Yep. Not sold. That does not make it look like a thriller, does it? But then we get The Kitchen Toto with Bob Peck. Shoot her! Which is a British drama written and directed by Harry Hook and with Bob Peck and Phyllis Logan. In Kenya, 1950, a British policeman takes a murdered black priest's son to live with him at home as a houseboy. Different times. But that is about it. That is all she wrote apart from the cast list. I don't recognize any names. So, Oscar baiting again. People still haven't seen this one. People say it's good, but I don't really. Is that this one? But yes, if you've seen, I think I'm only up to 82 on the videos I've released. But yeah, the behind the scenes of Canon films is pretty interesting. Right, see, this is. So that's the American one, and then we get to that poster. Dancers. We dance? Mikhail Breshnikov is in a film directed by Herbert Ross and starring Julie Dent. It's received scathing reviews upon release. A ballet dancer is planning to make a film version of the ballet Giselle and how his romance with a young woman parallels the plotline of the ballet. But yeah, good luck to anyone that's seen this one. It's stretched. No, I can't do it. Right. Yeah, and that's all she wrote. Are we human or are we expanded head? Breshnikov. Well, Josh has got a copy. Yeah, Herbert Ross is a decent director, but yeah, I don't know what that. This might be a great film, but absolutely glorious entertainment, says Gary Franklin. But yes. The star White Knight and the director of The Turning Point, a story of backstage romance and onstage glory. So there's that. Then we're going back to some comedies now. Now this one wasn't too bad. This is Surrender with Michael Caine and Steve Guttenberg. I saw this. This trailer was on every fucking Warner release back then, and this is one that's often not mentioned in Steve Guttenberg's run of big films, The Cocoon and Three Men and a Baby, and of course, Police Academy 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's his name. Did he star in a film with Gene Hackman? Who's that? Because I think I'm trying to think of the one you're thinking of. But this is an American comedy film. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's funny. It's entertaining, but it's not as funny. Peter Boyle, Iman, and Jackie Cooper in his final role. It's a lot of them. So yeah, Michael Caine, a successful novelist with 2 divorces and a preliminary suit. But yeah, it's an interesting film, I wouldn't say. It's only 94 minutes, though. But there is not much apart from that to say about it. I'll look at the American poster. I think the American poster might be better. Oh no, it's the same one. Very different from the cinema post that you'll see in the other video. The best comedy of 87. Now I know that's a lie. There were some crackers by then. But Michael Caine was enjoying himself. So there you go. Who did make Steve Guttenberg a star? Yeah, it's pretty good as rom-coms go, exactly. Here we go, more Oscar bait. Barfly with Faye Dunaway. So she did a lot of films for Canon, didn't she? And yes, I still haven't seen it. I know. It's on my list. If I wasn't here tonight, I'd probably be watching it. It's based on a song by Cheap Trick. Oh, thank you. But this is Barfly, which is a film, apparently, directed by Bobette Schroeder, black comedy film. So are we getting a sequel to this? Did someone say that? Oh, people have heard of this one. Excellent. Semi-autobiography of poet-author Charles Bukowski during the time he spent drinking heavily in Los Angeles. How does he know what happened then? Screenplay was written by him and commissioned by Bobette Schroeder and was published with illustrations in 1984. when the production was still pending. The film was presented by Francis Ford Coppola and features a cameo by Bukowski. It was entered in the 1987 Cannes Film Festival, where it competed for the Palme d'Or. I'm guessing it didn't win. But Mickey Rourke, Faye Dunaway, Alice Krige, Jack Nance, Frank Stallone. I think that's it. But obviously, this one is in his top 1200. There you go. That must be good. All right. If that case, let's have a look at the American poster. Same picture. If that's in your top 1200, then where is Business as Usual? This one gets dark. This is a drama written and directed by Leslie Ann Barrett. It's got Glenda Jackson and John Thor. It's based on the real-life case of Audrey White, a manager at a chain of Lady at Lord John boutiques who was fired from her job after complaining about being harassed. So she's a manager of a Liverpool boutique, and she accuses the manager of harassment and is sacked. And then mounts a public campaign to get her job back. So it's got Kathy Tyson's in it. Craig Charles is in it from Red Dwarf. And won the Grand Prix at the 1988 Créteil International Women's Film Festival. Oh, woman thinks it's a bit ropey. I would say ropey. I don't know. Kathy Tyson. Yeah, there it is. I forgot to mention. Yes, Kathy Tyson is the lady from Mona Lisa. That's it. Operator knows he's paying attention more than I am. I think that's it. So I don't know if it's got an American release. Let's have a look. Yes, it did. I'm guessing John Thor is the wrong one. So this would have been a time he was just starting Morse. Kathy Tyson and Craig Charles were married at the time. There you go. Thank you. So that's Business as Usual. So Bronson's back as usual. Here we go. It's another year. It's another Bronson film. This time it's Death Wish 4, The Crackdown. Oh, sorry. This is still 87. So I thought we jumped a year up, but it didn't say. So where do we get? Assassination in January. And then you get Death Wish 4 in November. November 6th. American action vigilante thriller film. As the fourth installment, and this one's directed by J.D. Thompson, and going after his girlfriend daughter dies of an overdose. But yeah, everyone knows this, I'm sure. Michael Winner was replaced with a So if you want some great stories about Michael Winner being a bastard, watch my interview with Jim Dowdle. The man was crazy. And not in a good way. Right, bastard. Right, there we go. We know all Death Wish 4. Let's have a look at the posters. So that's the VHS for UK. And I think, is it almost... No, different. Same pose, just different background. And there's the Audrey from Vacation in the background. The first one without any grapes, that is true. I don't know how they managed to get to the fourth one. I guess Michael Winner wasn't involved because every one of his film is grapes. 80s and the crack like peanut butter and jelly, yes. So Cannon's trying to get back on track. But then we get stuff like this. Undercover, he's going back to school as a cop. This is 21 Jump Street. Hey, movie fan. Better cover. There you go. Yes, it is. It doesn't pay to know Paul Kersey. Yeah, any woman, stay away from Paul Kersey. So this is directed by John Stockwell. It's also known as Fires Within, and starring David Niedorf and Jennifer Jason Leigh. A cop goes undercover in a South Carolina high school. It's got worse hairline than me. With the help of local narcotics officer, he investigates a drug ring responsible for another cop's death. Catherine Whittle, or whatever her name is in this as well, and that's all she wrote. Or whatever. This isn't replacing the year, but this is just a bit of fun to show the VHS off more than the TV events. They will continue. The 83 will be out on Monday. And then, as this is, where are we? This is the last film of 87. So this was... Oh, words crash now. I think it was like the 33rd film of the year. But, so... I'm going to remove this so I can not spoil the next one. Oh, right. So there you go. There's the American cover. Well, hijinks around this. I've seen quite a few, but it sure surprised me how many I actually haven't seen. This is one of the reasons I did it when I saw this list. Because don't forget about Justin Trunick's 2 books about canon films, where he goes into a lot more detail than I ever will. Right, where are we? Back. Maybe I was wrong about Lemon Popsicles, because yeah, Lemon Popsicle 8, Summertime Blues, is out. All of them combined probably 20 quid. You wish. But yeah, Summertime Blues is going to be a tricky search. Let's have a look. Let me search the original name, which I can't pronounce. 1988 film, so it's another long fucking one. Summertime, and Johnny hits upon his idea of restoring a disused old bar with his old friends Benny and Bobby. Raising capital, however, is a problem, but luckily the landlord's geeky daughter Polly is long harbored a crush on Bobby. Bobby wants no part of this, and neither does Polly, who smells a rat. Yeah. So, yeah, is Lemon Popsicle 8 the last? This one is the last one. So it came out, yeah, in 88. I don't think is there an American poster. No, this is the American. No, this is the German poster. That's how bad we go. This one, is the worst. They are reminiscing in the Sun Hotel, and no nudity in it. Insane work. Pass. That's the whole point of watching these things. Right. Then we get another Middle Eastern one. It's called, I don't think there's a poster for this, so I might spoil the next one. Yep. This one is it's called Stray Days. It's I can't, it's not actually there. There's no plot. It's directed by Filippo Ottonati. There's no details whatsoever. So it seems to be an Italian film called Stray Days. But yeah, zero details about it. So we'll carry on. Oh, and then we get another one I couldn't find. Hang on. See if I'm out of order again. Yes. Right. So we'll go straight to Braddock, Mrs. Action 3. This one did not get a wide release. I think it was years later before I actually saw this one. But January 22nd, 1988, we get Missing Action 3, which none of these films seem to be connected. At least for some friends, it's actually noise tits. There's an expert. But yeah, this one was directed by Norris's brother, Aaron Norris. And it co-wrote it with my mate, James Bruner, who signed my Mission in Action 1 poster, I think. Or VHS. But yeah, Colonel James Braddock believed his wife and son, believed his wife was killed in the leaving of Vietnam. But turns out 12 years later, she's alive with a 12-year-old son, and Braddock goes to get them. It's not a bad film, but it's more of the same. But yeah, because I think in the first film he mentions a wife, but she's not around, and then there's no mention of them in the prequel to that. I think someone will tell me if I'm wrong. Keith David's in it. That he's only embassy gate captain. That's about it. Chuck Norris could do anything except make a profit for Canon. I kind of like that. It has got some great action in it when it does get going, but it does suffer from that. And then there he is. He does take out the trash in this one, doesn't he? Oh, Josh has got this as well on Video Treasures. Yeah, I don't have this one. So next up is The Arrogant. So Sylvia Christel, another one that was doing many a film, a sun-baked thriller with an attitude, one I've never even heard of. But I'm guessing there's nudity. Action thriller written, and produced by Philip Blott. It stars Gary Graham and Sylvia Christel. Gianni and Julia are two strangers who meet on the desert highway. As they travel together, they encounter many strange situations that are often religious, sexual, or both. The uninhibited and arrogant Giovanni is usually the cause of most of these dilemmas they come along. Oof, is it worth it? Does she stick in the wicker chair? I doubt it. She might be getting too old for this shit. 85 minutes, released in 87 in some countries, but mostly probably. There you go. That's nothing about it. I don't think there's any other poster for it. Nope. So there you go. But I think we'll find the usual canon level with gore, more Oliver Reed, more apocalyptic, more fantasy. There you go. They never hired Christel for her acting skills. No. Now, I watched this the other day, and it wasn't fun. But it's science fiction fantasy loosely based on the 1966 novel Talisman of Gore. Is the first of the series of Gore, Sword and Planet novels. The series was written by philosophy professor and author John Frederick Lang Jr. under his pen name John Norman. There is a sequel to the film coming soon, you see. What time is it? Bloody hell. Right. But it's about a teacher has some magic gem or something that transports him to this fantasy world, and it's got Urbano Barberini, Jack Palance is in it, Paul L. Smith is in it, Oliver Reed is in it, Arnold Vosloo's in it in a small part. That's about it. But yes, their theatrical release got cancelled in 87, so I think it got pushed back to February 88. So there's that poster, or this poster. Just two reasons. No, you've done this one. There's no nudity in it, so disappointed. And it's a 15. Then we get to Freedom Fighters with Red Brown and Peter Fonda. Also known as Mercenary Fighters. That's why it's a bitch to look up. It's an action film that explores the moral complexity of mercenary work in the fictional African conflict, featuring the cast led by Peter Fonda and Red Brown. But there you go. Oh, Ben, take care, friends. I think, yeah. Where did we get to? We're in 88, so there's another hour of this, I must imagine. Why are so many of them titled badly? Yes. Directed by Riki Shilach Nissimov. It's got who's in this. Apart from the two casts, that's it. Oh, Richard Kiel turned down 4 roles in his life, and this was one of them that Peter Fonda took over from. So released in February, filmed in South Africa. There you go. Also known as Freedom Fighters. But Freedom Fighters in the UK, but it's Mercenary Fighters, there you go, in the US. Of course it is. Right. Let's crack on. To more monkey business. I know everyone loved the kid from Over the Top, so here he is again. I think it's him. With Dom DeLuise. You know, probably very offensive film. Directed by Bose Davidson. David Mendenhall, his guardian, Dom DeLuise, and an African guide, Jimmy Walker, tried to save a talking chimp called Bonzo from the bad guys, with Deep Roy doing the Bonzo acting. And another one with Herbert Lom. So, yeah. Written by Menahem Golem. And that's about it. So, yeah, Bud Spencer was originally going to play the Dom DeLuise part. And Sam Furstenberg could have been up for directing this. It's either him or Demi Moore, yeah. Yeah, this stuff is this. No comment. I own this tape. I own a lot of stuff I would never watch just because it's a tape. But has anyone actually seen this? But yeah, I think I've seen another Cinema Snob episode. I think so. Yeah, it's the same. This one, same picture. Right, let's get past that. Oh, great. Translate it. It's a bloody French film. I can't. Oh, translate it. There it goes. Oh, no. Alien from LA. I think it is a science fiction film directed by Albert Puddin with Kathy Ireland as a young woman who visits the underground civilization of Atlantis. The film was featured on Mystery Science Theater 3000 and is loosely based on Journey to the Center of the Earth, with minor allusions to The Wizard of Oz. Almost some underboob there, but never mind. I thought I'd seen this, but obviously not. That does not ring a bell. I thought Alien from LA was something else. Let's have a look who's in this. That's it. Tom Matthews is in this. Deep Roy is in this as Mambindo, the boss of bosses. I'm guessing as a small fella. So yeah, that's about it. Kathy Ireland was chosen by director Albert Puddin after seeing a photo of her without doing a screen test. Ireland had little acting experience, and there was no one more surprised than she was, stating that she took acting lessons afterwards. Cast for a tall stature. There you go. Of course she was. That is the gratuitous beaver shot. Oh, it's atrocious, says Mike Summers. Have you just turned up, or I've just missed your comments? But welcome. Right, so Franz disappeared, Michael Myers appears. Actually, now, which film says Underworld Fantasy Adventure? That one or this one? I don't know why both titles have 4 kisses. But there you go. Let's get to something else. I'm not sure you might know this one. If it's the right picture. No. So obviously I missed out Bernadette because it was all in French. But it's that's not the film anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right, Bloodsport. Everyone knows Bloodsport, directed by Newt Howland. Arnold, I should say. And gratuitously late, yes. We're only in 80, where are we? We're only at the beginning of 88, so there's still about 30 films to go. Okay, USA, yes, one of the greatest of all time. Kumite, yeah, everyone knows this one. But the true story, as it says at the end of the film, was produced and released by Cannon Films February 26, 1988. Despite negative critical reviews, it was a box office success. $50 million on a $1.5 to $2.3 million budget. And then helped the resurgence of the martial arts film in America, as identified as a cult film and spawned a film series, which includes 4 sequels and a remake. To honor your Shidoshi. So written by Sheldon Lettich, who I've interviewed. Story by Sheldon Lettich. Donald Gibb, who I don't know if his book's coming out soon. We've got Bolo Young, directed cinematography by David Worth, who I've interviewed. There you go. There's me schmoozing with the people of Bloodsport. Right. Where are we? So let's have a look at the which is the better picture. I think the American one wins. It's the same picture, but just better. It's a very special sword. Hey, Mr. Dr. Jan Chalice is here with his 6-pack and a lovely lady to spend the night with. Bullshit by Frank Dukes, based on something. Oh, American is more iconic. There you go, dear. Kid actor who plays young Frank is one of the worst. Yes. I don't know if it's acting or it's dubbing that's worse, but yeah. We are into, where are we going? Ooh, Agatha Christie. I think we had one of these in the last week, didn't we? An Agatha Christie film. So we've got Appointment with Death this time. All-star cast. And actually on location, which the modern Agatha Christie films could pay attention to. 1988 American mystery film and sequel, produced and directed by Michael Winner, made by Golden Globus. The film was adaptation of the 1938 novel with Hercule Poirot. Screenplay co-written by winner Peter Buckman and Anthony Schaefer, with Peter Ustinov as Poirot, with Lauren Bacall, Carrie Fisher, John Gielgud, Piper Laurie, Hayley Mills, Jenny Seagrove, and David Soul. So there you go. But yeah, that's about all you need to know. So, Agatha Christie, who done it? This one is, yes, exactly. No Retreat, No Surrender. Yes. Yeah, I'm just surprised Canon didn't make No Retreat, No Surrender, but then we get to. Let's have a look at the American title. Video first, same picture. Sounds like a Bronson movie title. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, that's another winner. Broke my wheel with a probably thought, Appointment to Death. Oh, it's another Bronson film. I love Bronson. He's my mate. Right, so then we get to this. If anyone can pronounce this, good luck to you. Pauaquatsi? So yeah, Francis Ford Coppola and George Lucas love the film so much they redubbed it in English or something. But yeah, visually hypnotic experience today. So whatever this film is called, is a non-narrative film directed by Godfrey Reggio and the sequel to his experimental film, something else. And is the second film in the trilogy. The other one didn't come out to 2002. And all this is words I don't really understand. But I do like the soundtrack by Philip Glass. Adios. It's a masterpiece. Oh, the first one's a masterpiece. I made that noise after the KFC. I don't know. This is art, people. April 29th, 1998. Yeah, lots of music and that's about it. It's a visual film. It's a what do the kids call it? A vibes film. Yes, music by Glass. I do like Philip Glass. He's one of my favorites, especially the Candyman. Which is what I've seen. You mean like over the top? But yeah. See, look, reviews. A remarkable film, a masterpiece, a stunning tour de force, a powerful and emotional experience. Radiantly filmed images. Glass has composed his most startling and original score in years. But there you go. Then we get to Shy People. Women from separate worlds bound by a secret that will haunt them forever. Let's have a look. Right. Directed by Andrei Konchalovsky. From the script by him and others. Scott Barbara Hershey, Jill Klaber, and Martha Plimpton. Music by Tangerine Dream. Culture clash film that takes place between Diana, a Manhattan writer, and her wayward teenage daughter Grace, and their long-distance relatives in the bayous of Louisiana. That's not like Princess Di. It looks like Piper Laurie, but I don't know if she's in this. Did I say she was in this? Premiered at the 40th Cannes Film Festival in May 1987, with Hershey winning the Best Actress Award. Limited release on United States. It was one of the last films for actor Merrick Buttrick, who is Captain Kirk's son in Star Trek 2 and 3. And he's a mate in Fright Night 2. There you go. I'm sure you've all seen it, so I don't need to talk about that. You've probably seen this more than Bloodsport. But yeah, same picture. But that is Shy People. I think that's, the only name it had. Let's see what's next. Dun, 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 dun. Time to merengue. It's the salsa, a red hot dance movie. Because, from the cinematography of Dirty Dancing and Shag, she was fantastic indeed. But how many dance films was there? Another one directed by Boaz. So, where is this one? Salsa, 88 romance film with Robbie Rosa, Rodney Harvey, Angela Alvarado, and Miranda. Film is about a Puerto Rican dancer who decides to enter a salsa dancing contest. It earned a Razzie Award nomination for Rosa as the worst new star. Direct competition with La Banda, yes. About the same time, 88. But Dirty Dancing, I don't remember Shag being a success, but it was in the video shop a lot. Who's in this? No one I know. Nope. Oh, as themselves. Chain Reaction. A lot of musical people. Kenny Ortega. It's got a soundtrack. Really got a good soundtrack, but that is about it. What is it? A PG as well. So they're trying to make it a red hot dance movie, but it's a PG. And then you got the whatever this is. Salsa, the motion picture, the hottest movie since Dirty Dancing. I thought it said it's Knight Ridder newspapers, not Knight Rider newspapers. The reviews by Kit. Now it's been a what? Let's have a look. What's next? The Frog Prince. Back to the fairy tales. None beneath. God. Hey, come on now. Terrible back posture. That's not going to do him any good as a dancer, but he's going to feel that. So this is a musical film. Now it says 1986, but then it wasn't released until it was released in the United Kingdom in 86, but in America in 88. So this has Aidan Quinn, Clive Revell, and Helen Hunt. Directed by Jackson Hunsaker. Yeah, Hunsaker, right, yeah. It's 86 minutes of your time. And it was filmed in Israel again, which I think all of these were. Much probably indoors on sets, and they're the big. Goldcrest Films invested $900,000 and received $300,000 in return. But yeah, none of these films did well, which may be shocking to you, even because you've probably never heard of it. Yeah, they did loads of these fairy tales. Yes, we've been to at least 3 of them already. There's a great one coming up, which you wait till you see the trailer, or I couldn't use the trailer, so a scene from it in my 88 video coming up. Oh, here it is. It's Christopher Walken as a Puss in Boots. He's not even on the fucking cover. Oh dear. Yeah, the Americans used it as a threat before, does it? So yeah, and then it was too bad, so they had to go to war. Right. So Puss in Boots is Christopher Walken as Puss, Jason Connery as the youngest son who was assisted by Puss. And directed by Eugene Marner, and the screenplay by part of the series. Transforms from cat to bespoke gentleman who requests a pair of boots and then tries to restore the reputation of his master, Jason Connery. When he puts the boots on, he transforms back to and from his cat form. It's got to be seen to be believed. Does anyone know that? These boots are made for Walken, exactly. An epic masterpiece I haven't heard of, exactly. Based on a book. Yep. Pray for mercy from Puss in Boots. But yeah, let's have a look at that's the British poster, and then there's Walken. And I saw Jason Connery in the Harry Palmer 90s films with Michael Caine. There's 2 TV movies of Harry Palmer in Moscow or in Russia or whatever it is. And then, Jason Connery's a Russian spy who becomes a team member. But there you go. That is seen to believe. And yeah, if you've seen the trailer, go look it up. I'd play it, but it's fucking copyrighted. Right. So we had Escape from LA, which was based on Journey to the Center of the Earth. So why not in a bit later on do it again? Journey to the Center of the Earth with a terrible poster. I'm not sure what the hell is happening here. I haven't heard of this one for a reason. Yeah, poor Jason Connery. Didn't have much luck, did he? So this is directed by Rusty. I was going to say Lemonade. It's Lemorande and starring Nicola Cowper and Paul Carafotes or something. Nominal sequel. So there you go. It's a nominal sequel to the whatever that means. Alien from LA, which is loosely based itself on Journey to the Center of the Earth. So there you go. Newly hired nanny Christina arrives in Hawaii to discover that her charge is the dog of Nimrod, a rock star. 2 brothers accidentally take the dog's basket to the local cave with their sister. The group of people get lost in the cabin while exploring the volcano. The volcano explodes, and while they're just fleeing, they discover the lost city of Atlantis. Got a headache. at the center of the Earth. Atlantis is inhabited, and the arrival of a group along with a separate visitor from the service, Wanda Sakanusamon, as an invasion. This leads to where are we? Atlantans to prepare to invade the surface. The children, the nanny, and Saknusamon must stop the invasion to escape to the surface. Sold again. Canon, you've done it again. So this one's got Kathy Ireland, who is Wanda Sakanusamon from the first film. There you go. Yeah, I thought I'd recognize it. Ian Mitchell Smith from Weird Science there, screaming like a sissy or a banshee. It's called an entirely incoherent hodgepodge. There you go. Let's have a look at the other poster. See, that's a better poster. I'm guessing Kathy Ireland's not in it that much. Yes, Jason Connery should have been in Delta Force 3. They were printing money by this point. I think they were pissing money away by this point. But did someone say more Chuck? It's the summer of '88, so that must mean it's time for The Hero and the Terror. This one's actually pretty good, despite the name. It's got the bad guy from Superman 2, the giant guy. I can never remember his name. I think Steve James is in this again. Am I completely wrong? So this is an action film starring martial arts star Chuck Norris, directed by William Tannen, written by Michael Blodgett, and distributed. Film stars Norris as Danny O'Brien, a cop trying to stop a serial killer known as the Terror. It's based on the book of the same name. So yeah, Steve James is in this. Jack O'Halloran is the bad guy. Billy Drago's in it. It's a pretty good thriller. And this was his first major attempt at diversifying from traditional martial arts roles. He's Katie Nunn, that's it. With music lifted from John Woo's The Killer, I think. Yes, I think Billy Drago is not. I kept expecting him to turn any minute whenever he's in a film. I think I've seen him in another film where he's a good guy. I thought, oh, he's going to be the bad guy at the end. He wasn't. Heroes hit hardest. At least Steve James shares his thing there. So, and then it's been a minute. So that's Chuck's second film after Braddock in January. Then we get, I'm trying to see my list here. Yes. Following on from last November, Bronson's back. It's a Messenger of Death, which makes it look like a Death Wish film. Kind of shit title. Yeah, it is a bit shit title. But this is even worse. This is such false advertising. There's 2 pictures there with him holding a gun. He's a reporter. He picks up the gun for like 2 seconds. There's very little action. Does re-team with 10 to Midnight's Gene Davis, is it? From Universal Soldier as well. So this is it's called an American vigilante action thriller film with Charles Bronson. An attempt by a water company to start a family feud among the fundamentalist Mormons to take a family stand for the company. So it's the 8th collaboration with director J. Lee Thompson. And that is all there is. John Ireland's in it. Any relation to his wife? I don't know. The Death of Death would be a good film. I think they're both from that one scene where he holds the gun and shoots the coffin. Yeah, that's it. He doesn't even shoot anyone in there. It's low on carnage. What's the damn film? I've got it upstairs. I don't know, rental. Where he's a union boss. Keanu shoots him. Spoilers. Right. So that's the British version. So it's exactly the same, except better quality picture. Good old VHS collector. Don't know what. But then we get to Doing Time on Planet Earth. Right, hands up who actually Act of Vengeance. Thank you, Mike. Who has seen this? Answers on a postcard. This is Doing Time, no G. American comedy directed by Charles Matthau and written by Darren Star. Stars Nicholas Strauss, Andrew Thompson, Adam West, and released in September 88. Nope. From Operator. So Ryan Richmond lives with his family in the Holiday Inn hotel they own in Arizona. Feeling stuck in this remote part of the US, Ryan wants to leave the US, but before he can leave, he must find a date for his brother's wedding. He decides to visit a computer dating service. Then things go awry. Related to Volta Matter, yes. The Adam West from last week's Happy Hooker Goes to Washington. We've peeked here, yes. Let's see who Adam West is. Charles Pinksy. Roddy McDowell is in it as a minister. A lot of films I'm seeing him pop up in recently. And that is all they wrote about this film. Let's see, and that's the British title. I've never something familiar about it, but I don't think I've ever seen it. But then it's the same poster. Starring Adam West, TV's Batman. And it probably is a relationship to Matthau. Right. I think we're in the home straight because we've got more Dudikoff. We saw him last, I think it was the year before. Maybe. Where did we see him? Way back when. Okay. I can't remember where American Ninja 2 was at, but we see him in Platoon Leader with my mate there. There he is. John F. Lyons. So, Platoon Leader, it's just not bad. It's more serious. It's not like a... Directed by Aaron Norris, set in the Vietnam War. Robert F. Lyons, there he is. It's John F. Lyons. But yeah, it is just a Platoon ripoff. So it's a bit more serious. Dudikoff turning up and having to prove himself as a leader. Brother or friend. Oh, too soon. But yeah, not bad film. So it's not like an action film. It's not like POW The Escape, which is just Platoon with Rambo. This is definitely just Platoon style film. There he is. War is hell. This was worse. Huh? But it is a war. Anyway. Right, here we go. What's this one about? Oh, this one tricked me. Now, there's the next film is called Evil Angels, but Europeans might know it under a much more famous name. And let's see if you know it. Hang on. Let's get to the picture where it's called. Yeah, no, it's no point because it's A Cry in the Dark. I did not know that Cry in the Dark was a canon film, which got Meryl Streep a Best Actress. Because yeah, even the American poster is called A Cry in the Dark. I've known it as Cry in the Dark, but as you'll see from the '98 video, it was called Evil Angels when it came out. So yeah, Evil Angels, released as Cry in the Dark outside Australia and New Zealand, is an Australian drama film directed by Fred Shepesky with his screenplay, based on the 1985 book, based on the 9-week-old baby girl who disappeared from a campground at Ayers Rock. But yeah. I think it's my baby, yeah. There you go. He knows. Oh, I know if I Cry in the Dark. He's from New Zealand, so I guess it became more famous outside of New Zealand because the picture here shows, as you'll see in my video, Evil Angels. Or, hang on, I'll try and share this very quickly. If it doesn't, I can't. Tough shit. But yeah, there's a very different black and white picture of Meryl Streep holding a baby. And it's called Evil Angels. That's it. The ding, that's not my diary. Yeah, Evil Angels sounds like an exploitation thing. A Cry in the Dark sounds much more likely like a proper film. But there you go. Good old Sam Neill. Category 3 Asian thriller. Exactly. Category 3. Right. More seriousness. Let's have a look at this. It is Hannah's War. Oh, Ellen Burstyn, Anthony Andrews. What's this one about, you say? It's a war film, co-written and directed by Menayem, based on the diaries of Hannah Senesh and the biographical novel A Great Wind Cometh by Yoel Palgi, biopic detailing the true story of the Hannah Zains. But yeah, she's a Hungarian schoolgirl with poetic aspirations, and then things turn bad. But Anthony Andrews, Donald Pleasance is in it, and David Warner, and Ingrid Pitt. So there you go. Shot in location in Israel, Hungary. Helen Bonham Carter was cast as Hannah, with Peter Weir directing, but due to the delays, both of them dropped out. They got mixed reviews. It's Canada. That's why, yeah, I did not expect that when it turned up in this. I searched Evil Angels and it came up with Cry in the Dark. But let's have a look at this next one. Technical issues. Right. Hansel and Gretel. It's back to more David Warner, but this time with Cloris Leachman as Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, I can't be bothered to look this up. We know what it is. It's another fantasy children's film. Donald was in English. When did he sleep exactly? It's the other way around. Someone's put US and UK around the wrong way, but yeah, there you go. Yeah. Because this is one of these films, I think. But we are on to the last film of, here you go. The last film of 88 is coming up. Kids from Simon and the Witch, that's it. What a great idea, releasing 20 kind of films on a DVD pack, and would be great to scoop up. It probably is such a product. We get Haunted Summer, which has Alex Winter in his second kind of film after, Death Wish 3. Eric Stoltz, Alice Krieg again, Laura Dern. But yeah, I don't think it's what it says it is. A romantic period drama. Exactly. So it's not a horror film, but it is an 18. Directed by Ivan Passer, the film is a fictionalized retelling of the Shelleys' visit to Lord Byron in Lake Geneva, which led to the writing of Frankenstein. If we see... Oh, I used to have Haunted Summer, never watched it. There's four lovers, explored the heights of passion and the depths of evil. Evil! So yeah, that's all there is to know about that film. December 16th, 1988, the last canon film of 88. Which it's... so at the same time, Ken Russell's Gothic, which was about the same event, had already come out and been stolen on the film's thunder. Right. Now, how are we going to start? Oh, hang on. There's the US poster. There it is. That makes it. Haunted Summer is a stupid name. It's a period drama. Yep. Glad I didn't watch it. Yep. Exactly. But next up, it's Snow White in 1989. Who's the cast? Dinah Rigg. That's Dinah Rigg in that above an apple. Oh yeah, because it's Snow White. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not the Apple II. So this was from 1987. They just delayed all the fucking releases. Went straight to video in most countries. Directed by Michael Burrs. Dinah Rigg. Billy Barty again. I don't know if he was playing 7 dwarfs. 83 minutes if you've got the time. I don't think that's about it on that one. Yes. Sleepwalkers Incest Mum. That's a Catwoman. Wonder if it's 18, probably a flash of bush. That is probably it. Someone gets out of bed and about all you see. So that, we're in the home straight here. And it's only 11:15. I think Rob and the captain are going live later. The captain will be with me on Sunday night to do, what is it called? 2003 VHS sales. Some interesting stuff in that one, I tell you. Right. So look at the American poster. Certainly a step down. And which of those is Billy Barty? But then we go for another awards type film. Probably did better. It probably did do better than the 2025 one, yeah. The Manifesto, a film of passion, power, and politics with Alfred Molina. Right. It's an American comedy drama directed by Dusan Makavejev and starring Camilla Soyberg, Alfred Molina, Sam McCall, Eric Stoltz. It was filmed in what was Yugoslavia under the title For the Night of Love and is based on a novel in French. The screenplay concerns an attempt by revolutionaries to assassinate the autocratic Central European monarch and the omnipotent police state that tries to find and stop them. So, yeah. So, apart from that, Lindsay Duncan's in it. Sounds familiar. Patrick Godfrey. Gabrielle Anwar is in it. Must be a small part. She can have my small part anytime. But, yes, I've only known Billy Barty off Masters of the Universe too. Yeah, time flies by when you're doing 100 films. But where do we get to? Let's have a look at the American poster. There you go. A Night of Love. There you go. It's under the different title. Sexually Rapacious. Oh, there's Gabrielle Anwar with pigtails. So this is already getting problematic. Right. Carrying on. Oh, it's 1999. It's a new year. It's a new Bronson with Kinjiji. Now, this is where things differ. Now, she's got bare ass in this one poster. In the cinema poster that I've got, might be the American one, she's got someone's drawn pants on her. Billy Blatty. Was he Master Blaster? Man Moggers too? But there we go. So, Bronson's barely in this one as far as I remember. I watched it a year or two ago because for some... Biggles guys, and there's Alex Hyde White's in this for a little bit for one scene, unfortunately. So I watched the whole film for that. But yeah, I don't really remember him even having a gun for any reason. Everything got an 18 back then. Yeah, Bronson wields a dildo. That's it. Is this for Jackie Enough? But American action thriller film with Charles Bronson, directed by J. Lee Thompson. Well, we heard that for the 10th time tonight. Thompson's final film. It was his last project with Bronson. The word Kinjiti translates as forbidden move, hinting at the subject matter. The movie marks the 9th and final collaboration, beginning with St. Ives in 1976. So yeah, it's more about a Japanese businessman in a troubled marriage than anything else, as far as I remember. So who's in it? Bill McKinney, Nicole Eggert, Danny Trejo as prisoner inmate, which he was for real in most of the 70s and 80s, with a young Nicole Eggert. There you go. Makes Crocodile Dundee to watch. Oh yeah, the bad guy, I can see him there shouting. I don't know, what's his name? Juan Fernandez, I'm guessing, as Duke of Earl. Oh, yeah, there you go. See, there you go. That's even worse because in the other poster, it's just pants. In this one, she's got full trousers on. The best film of Charles Bronson's career. He was quite potty mouth in Kinjiti, which was one of the three storms, is it? Unfortunately, one of the ones that passed away. But that's Kinjiti. So, yeah. Desperate times, so Cannon call for desperate measures. Yeah, those pants are bad. American Ninja 3 without Dudikoff, but with Steve James. And not Sam Furstenberg directing. So, Bloodhunt is a martial arts action film directed by Cedric Sundstrom and starring David Bradley, based on the story by Jerry Conway, sequel to the American Ninja 2, and it's followed by American Ninja 4, The Annihilation in 91. The film depicts a Cobra-themed terrorist who is experimenting on using viral infections as a method of bioterrorism. When an infected ninja and his allies try to fight against him, they are confronted with a private army consisting of clones. Yeah, full blue steel on that cover. Those pants are, yeah, I don't know who drew those, but yeah. Oh, there's a plot. The young Stephen Weber as a young Sean Davidson. But that is all she wrote. Filmed in South Africa. Released on video in '89, in September '89. There you go. Came out went very quick with this one. I think I remember seeing this cover in this video shop and never renting it. Yeah, not great, exactly. Quite controversial. Oh, great. We'll leave that message alone. Right. So now I think we get to the final fairy tale one. And it's, there's your macro. Yeah, it's the same picture, isn't it? Macro video, and it's Red Riding Hood. It's part of the canon series with Amelia Shankly and Isabella Rossellini. Craig T. Nelson, directed by Adam Brooks. But apart from that, there's a lot written about it, but not much to go on with. So there we go. That's probably the last one. The subtitles was meaningless, yes. Blood title, what does that mean? I guess it's a virus, but we've only got 3 films left. Can anyone guess what they are? James Driscoll saw the massive sword out of nowhere from behind his back. That's because it's Steve James, bitch. But there's the even worse poster, I think. Lavish. Oh, it's the same fucking title. Lavish feature-length new version of the World's Bustler. Cyborg, you say? Let's have a look. It's Outlaw Gore, sequel to Gore. It's an 18 though. I don't think the first one was an 18, was it? Hopefully there's some TNA in this one, because there's certainly lacking any in the first one. But yeah, we've got Outlaw Gore, which is also known as Gore 2, science fiction adventure fantasy film directed by John Bud Cardos, and it's loosely based on the novel series. But yeah, poor Jack Palance. Produced by Avi Lerner. Didn't he not? Is he doing all the Marvel films? I was like, I can't remember now. But yeah. Starring Ubuntu Bariani. So probably heavily dubbed. Only 89 minutes of your time. See, it came out on video in 88, it says here, but then it's listed as coming out as March 21st, 89. So there's a 12-month up plus or minus on these films. Let's see, that's the British cover. And there is the American cover. Didn't know there was a second one. There you go. Gore was only 50, I think. There you go. Thank you. Somewhat paying attention. Over the top, too, exactly. But that is it for that. And then, where are we? Let's see, there's 2 more films. What could they be? You asked for it. Here it is. Sinbad of the Seven Seas. Is this the 4th Lou Ferrigno film of the 80s? We had Hercules 1 and 2. Then he did. Damn, I thought of it a minute ago. Another 7 Gladiators film, and now he's doing 7 Seas film. But yeah, bless him. So this is a 1989 Italian fantasy film directed by Enzo G. Castellari and a story by Luigi Cosi, revolving around the adventures of Sinbad. Sinbad must recover 5 magical stones to free the city of Basra from the evil spell cast by a wizard, which takes his journey from the mysterious islands, and he must battle magical creatures to save the world. Giving the public one. There you go. Avi Lerner of Marvel it is. There you go. Goreful, there's a review. See, UK wins again. Oh, the one I think Seagal fell out with. Giving the public what they want, even as they were dying. Exactly. So who's in this that isn't? No. Starring Lou Ferrigno, that's the only cast member mentioned. And then it came out 1st of April. Oh, there you go. That explains a lot. Oh, there you go. So Lou Ferrigno was dubbed. Everyone was dubbed. Cork Hubbard was Poochie. That is it. There's a lot of information about this film. on the internet if you want to check it out, but I doubt you will. Remember this being absolute garbage. I should imagine it is. It's probably worse than the fucking Alan Quatermain films. But Gary's TV and video stock to copy. That post picture is not as a... Yeah, it looks really awkward and not... Return of the Grizzly. Right. So we are into the last film. They produced one more film in 89. I'm just going to check because they bought. I'm going to do another video in a few months probably, where Canon Films made before Goldwyn took over, which has Lemon Popsicle 1, Slumber Party 57, Mako Jaws of Death, and stuff like that. Yum Yum Girls, Bloodbath, and stuff like that. Should be interesting, I hope. But we are into, what did I say, 180 films, I think we're into. So, just checking. They split up. It's very tricky what they released on VHS at the time because they put Highlander and everything out as their films. But fuck that. Let's carry on and finish this fucking stream. Mike was guessing what it might be. It is Cyborg. Albert Pun again. Pun. So there are 3 films in the Cyborg franchise. I'm not 100% sure they follow each other. Martial arts cyberpunk film directed by Albert Pun, Jean-Claude Van Damme, stars as Gibson Reichenbacher. So yeah, this is only the second canon film for Van Damme, isn't it? Apart from Breaking, of course. And on a banger. It does, yeah, it looks like he's trying to steal the sword from someone. But there we go. Fender Tremelu, the dubbed Vincent Klin, who's the East Coast everyone knows the story. But if you can follow the story, good luck. Because it's like apocalyptic, but the cyborg he's transporting has got the this is the last canon film indeed. As far as I can ended in April 89, didn't it? I'm just double checking that I am right. Yeah, they made VHS releases and stuff like that, but with their name on, but it all went kaputski for canon in 89. Who else is in this? That's it. It's only 82 minutes. It had a budget of less than 500,000, but it made 10 million. But yeah, there's not much. You don't know, or don't care. It was released as first hero in the Philippines. It says there was a comic book for the film's home video release, a one-shot comic book. That's got to be worth a bit. So Josh is Googling it now. Hey, Charles. Slinger, yes. So he is known as a Slinger, and then the director's cut, which is in black and white and with a different edit, is called Slinger as well, but I think it's only a German Blu-ray you can get down. There's a story, exactly. I shocked you there, didn't I? Cyborg Lady, remember doing L'Oreal ads in the 80s, also known as Masters of 2 or Spider-Man 2, and then, or reusing the Spider-Man sets. But there we go. There's Van Damme in Cyborg on the UK and the US poster. I keep wanting to watch Slinger, but I haven't heard one good thing about it, so I'm probably glad I can't get on it. I should Google it to got my hands on another prize. Oh, dear. No pun intended. Damn. Yeah, it made some money, especially on home VHS. I need to look up. I don't think there's any record of films, how much money they made on VHS. Right, some of these films made more on VHS than they did in cinema. Oh, still prefer Master Universe. I think I do as well. That was definitely pun intended. But there we go. It's 2.5 hours. We did it. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Thank you indeed. It's been interesting. And then, of course, there will be individual years with better pictures and trailers that you can watch next week. Because, what did I say? 1981, 80, 81, and 82 have been released to the channel. So if you want to check that out, you can. And then, because, yeah, like you saw, 87 had 33 films released. So we shall see. And then tomorrow night, we have changed of plan. It's no longer, what was it going to be? Ishtar. It's Hooters. Or and I see some Hooters again. So you can join me for that. And I shall win you good epic 2-part stream. Yes, thank you. Oh, clapping. I can hear that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, all. So, yes, get to bed, everyone who's in Britain. Thank you, Simon. Just anything but Ishtar. Oh, well, all right. Hooters a complete 180. Well, technically, well, if it was a canon Hooters, it would be. I'm trying to think what it is I'm committed to now. Let me just check my pictures. It was the Hooters Island Paradise, the 4th annual Miss Hooters International Swimsuit Contest from 2000. It's only 53 minutes, so it will get you warmed up. And I've downloaded 5 other Hooters events with bikinis and ladies in, so for the future. So thanks, operator, for being here. Thank everyone else for being here. Josh, Simon, Mike, Michael Myers, Franz, who had to go to bed. And then giggle as always. That's what we hope for. A bit of fun. Yes, 53 minutes of sheer joy. I try. Oh, hang on. Ooh, that's me. 1 second. Just seeing if I can give you a preview. Yes, there it is. Right. Here we go. Strap in. Can you see that? Now. Good night. This is the direction section. I'm stealing that. So yeah, here's some of the ladies you'll be seeing tomorrow night. Later undressed. That's why my computer's bugged, yes. Luckily we recovered. But yes. So the Hooters ladies. Oh, we'll watch the rest tomorrow. Ooh, what was that? Bit of thigh? Suits you. Right. Let's end this. Sid James is in the chat. He lives. Right, let me close all these windows that are blasting me. Right, take care, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow night. Gentlemen.
I've got to return some videotapes.
I guess I was probably returning videotapes. I have to return some videotapes.